So I am finally on my way out because it has finally stopped raining. So I'm going to show you the outfit that I'm wearing for my walk today. So first and foremost, let me show you all my little jewelry because it's really cute. So these are the rings. I think I got this one at Polin and this is Cezanne. This is the bag. Bag is Longchamp. Stepping back, the shirt is from the French brand LBD. The sunglasses, I believe they're Madewell. Maybe they're Madewell. And the shoes, I'm going with my Cezanne babies. The pants are actually, I got them from Nordstrom one year during one of the anniversary sales. And all the little jewelry, like here, and then like right here, these are also from Cezanne. So just little itty bitty touches. So, this is my outfit. Homegirl is off. She's getting out, she's doing her walk, she's living her best early fall life. Let's go. Cuckoo. All right, here is today's look. I think you're really gonna love it. So first and foremost, this top is a t-shirt I have on. It's Cezanne. The denim jacket is Maj. The skirt is J.W. Anderson. And then for my shoes, I'm going with my Ayed sandals. And what I love about this skirt is that it has this slit that goes down the side so you can have one leg out. Like you can unzip it here so that you can create this slit for your leg, and then it has the skirt underneath, or you can zip it all the way up and it's like a normal slip skirt. But I prefer it like this. And for my bag, I am doing this little bag that I picked up in a little store on Ile Saint-Louis. And the sunglasses, and this is the look for today. What do we think? So let me know if you think I got quirky down. I think I do. Alright, darlings. We're off. Woo! So I have another transitional outfit for you today. It is sunny, relatively warm, but with wind, but it's raining. So it's sunny, but it's raining. So there are just lots of intermittent showers. So the whole outfit means that I'm trying to kind of balance all of those like very weird elements that are going on. So for the pants, because it is relatively warm, I'm just going with these denim. These are from Cezanne, and this is like the thinnest like denim fabric ever, like that I've ever had. So they're high-waisted, which I always love, and the denim is super, super light, so it's perfect for a day kind of like today. And then one of the things I always love when the temperatures are kind of transitioning is I love to do off the shoulder or like one shoulder type dresses or shirts, because I think that they, it offers you just like a tiny bit of like warmth, but without having to add like another layer, like a jacket. I know some people love fall and are just super excited to like put on 15 layers. I personally love summer in Paris. I love, love, love spring and summer in Paris. And so for me, it's not like I am not ready to just do a full shift. So I like to do just one layer, but keep it like a little bit versatile by it being something that has, just one sleeve. And then because it is raining intermittently and there are going to be lots of puddles, for shoes I'm going ballet flats today. So I will be doing my Repetto ballet flats, and I'll be doing my Longchamp because it's raining. So this is my transitional look. Let me know what you think of the outfit. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, darlings. Another fall look for you. Okay, so this is the outfit. I have on this skirt, which is stowed, and it is a faux leather skirt. I have on my Chanel Mini 22. The top is Cezanne, and then my shoes are going to be my Repetto ballet flats. because like the patent leather of the ballet flats matches like the light, almost like patent leather down the center of the skirt and on the pockets. These are the sunglasses. These sunglasses are from a brand called Hawkers. So I'm doing purple. So if you'll notice, here's the thing about the outfit. It's grounded in this burgundy skirt, but this skirt, depending upon the type of top you pair with it, it can look burgundy red or burgundy pink. And so, or burgundy purple. So what I'm doing is I'm playing into the fact that the skirt kind of works in a bunch of different ways. So the top has some pink and some purple in it, and they both have like that burgundy undertone, so that's why it works. And then the sunglasses are this purplish color, but it's like a purplish burgundy, so that works. And then the bag, you know, is black to bring in just a little bit of black to kind of, you know, to match with the black in the top. But this is the outfit. I'm gonna go out, walk around, see some of the city, enjoy the sun, because I think it's one of our last few like really warm and sunny days. So voila. This is the outfit. This is the look, darling. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Cuckoo. So I have been out all day, but I wanted to show you the outfit I'm wearing. This is a silk organza top that I got from Nordstrom. I have a skirt from Patou in the exact same color, and then I paired it with this white little vest over it, and I can button the vest, I can leave it open. I have been, for most of the day, I've actually had the vest buttoned like this. Okay, all right, so this is what it looks like with it buttoned. And then I have on white shoes that match this, and I'm carrying a white cream bag, also same color as this. So this is one way of doing it that I think is very summery. You could also do, this morning, it was a little bit chilly, so I had a blazer on. So you could also do this full look again with the blazer. But the point is what I'm thinking of with this look is I'm coordinating the color of my top, and then I'm coordinating it with the skirt, right? So the top is matching the skirt, so that's creating one seamless color down the outfit, and then I'm adding in my second color, which is the cream, on top of it. I use a blazer to pull off this look. This is also one of the ways you could do that, right? So again, it's really meant to just add in that extra color and kind of break up the one seamless look you create. Hello, how are you doing today? So I wanted to talk fall fashion because obviously we are in September, so it's kind of when you start talking about fall fashion. And I want to show you this magazine. This is a Vogue magazine, and this is their collections magazine. So basically what they do is for every single fashion season, they do a magazine that's just photos and images of all of the runway collections, so all of the outfits that went down the various runways in Paris, London, Milan, and New York. And they release it during that particular season. So for example, this is everything that went down the runway for fall, winter 2025, 2026. I know Vogue France does this. I don't know if Vogue US does this, but if you can get your hands on it, this is a great thing. And the thing about it is that, you know, let's be real. The only thing that's trending is the 90s. The 90s are trending again, and they're just kind of reworking in many ways the exact same things that have been trending in prior seasons, but now it just has like the 90s angle to it. But it's the same stuff, right? It is in many ways, you know, it's the exact same things that we've seen in the prior two fall seasons, but with just a 90s flair to it. What I particularly kind of started to be like, ugh, with trends, and you can tell me if you feel the same way, but at least for me, I'm getting frustrated because what's happening is you see these fashion magazines, blogs, whatever, and they pull specific things from different runways, right? And they say like, this is the trend for fall. This is, you know, this for fall. It's boho, it's, you know, grunge, it's leather. Leather is always trending for fall, winter. I don't know when leather is not, whatever, we won't get into that. But the point is that you see, they do that. And so that's why I like this magazine, is because instead of having some fashion magazine that's trying to sell me something, you know, pulling different things from different runway looks and saying, this is the trend, instead, I look and see exactly what's going down the runway, so I can get a sense of, you know, what is kind of going down the runway. What's the innovation? What's happening right now in fashion? Another reason I like this magazine is I think it's really great at giving you outfit inspiration, like style inspiration. I think, but you know, it can just be really great. It can give you ideas on, you know, how to mix textures, right? That's a fur coat and a silk slip dress. How to mix, you know, it can give you jewelry inspiration, you know, what type of jewelry to embrace. It gives you, you know, inspiration as far as, you know, how to mix metals, you know, if that's something you want to do. It also, I think, gives you inspiration as far as, you know, how to mix colors and, you know, how to mix textures, right? You have this leather in silhouettes, like this leather jacket with this big, you know, ball gown skirt. You know, also how to mix patterns, right? Like this gives you ideas on how to mix different patterns. Like, look at that cool, big, you know, Michael Kors jacket. You know, like, I just think you see so much more diversity when you get to actually look at the runway collections than versus, you know, someone telling us what's trending. So I don't know. You can let me know your thoughts on that. But the point is, I just say that to say, I think that if fashion is something that you enjoy and you want to come up with more interesting outfit ideas and more style ideas and get more inspiration as far as mixing patterns and what colors go well together. And I think that a magazine like this, like the Vogue collections, it's going to be really helpful. So one of the funniest things about like the Parisian girl wardrobe is that the moment the calendar changes from August 31st to September 1st, these girls put away their sundresses, they put away their color, and they immediately start putting on 15 layers of clothing as if it's 20 degrees outside. Like, it's 70 degrees today, and yet I see people with full-on puffer jackets on. I don't get it. Recently saw this jacket that I had been interested in purchasing, and I was looking at it online for a long time, and I finally got a chance to look at the reviews today, and the reviews were talking about how the fit was off. And one of the things that hit me about that was that, like,
Well, that is because clothing is no longer designed or even fitted really on a model. So maybe they might fit it on one model of like one size, but they don't fit it on models of various sizes. And so outside of the standard size, whatever their fit model is, oftentimes there will be wonky things that happen with the design because they're just grading it, right? Like they're adjusting the size by grading it. And it's just gotten me to the point where it's like so hard to buy anything online. You just have no idea how it's gonna fit. You just have no idea how, like, if it's gonna be something like you can wear, what the quality of the fabric is, and it just makes for such a like wasteful and frustrating online shopping process. Do you ever think about how all these things that were billed as being more helpful to us are actually causing like the very waste that they were supposed to be eliminating? Like, I don't know about you, but I was on Anno Thrift Story's website, and there was something I saw, and I was like, oh, let me go see that in store. And I went to look at it in store, and the thing is, on the page, it said it was 100% cotton, so it's like, perfect. That's what we're looking for, natural fibers. And y'all, when I went to the store, I was like, touch the material, and I was like, doesn't quite hit me. And I just thought, like, online shopping was something that was supposed to be more helpful to us. It was something to help businesses make more money. And yet, so much of the stuff I buy online, I end up having to return. Because it turns out to be like, does not represent what I thought it was going to represent. Like, even if it says it's 100% cotton, it's just like not. And I don't know, I'm just getting, it's like, it makes you wonder, like, have we been hustled? Okay, so I had a question about really great flat shoes that were comfortable, that you could also always walk in, etc. And I know I did a video maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, on shoes that I would say were 20,000 steps approved. And I think, though, I focused probably pretty heavily more on summer shoes, and I want to use this as an opportunity to really focus on winter shoes. I'm also going to focus it on flat shoes. However, I will note that for me, at least personally, because of just the way my foot is shaped, and I actually think that it's more comfortable often if the shoe has even a small heel or like a small wedge, because then it just gives you most flat shoes don't have good arch support, and I think when you have a small heel or a small wedge, it like actually gives you the support you need. But I have a bunch of shoes here, like scattered out over here, and I'm gonna show them to you. Okay, so let's start tall boots. So the first tall boot I'm gonna show you are my Fry boots. These are actually shockingly comfortable. I read an article when I was coming to Paris during a winter trip that like Fry boots are actually really comfortable to walk in, and I have found that I can get a solid 20,000 steps in these, and I really, really do like them.
And I'll try them on for you in a second just so you can see how tall they are. And my second tall boots that I also really like are these Christian Louboutin boots. Shockingly, incredibly comfortable. I've had them resold by my guy down the street who's not apparently supposed to. There's supposedly only certain places that are supposed to do it, but yeah, this guy does it. And one of the things, these boots were already comfortable, but one of the things I did to bring them to like a extra level of comfort is I put in some Dr. Scholl's like padded things, and I did like, you can't see it, but I didn't do just the normal Dr. Scholl's, like the gel ones. I did the fabric ones that are specifically for high heels, and they have like this like really thick padding. Best decision I ever made. Took the shoes to a level of comfort of like, so I would also say that is that one of the things you can do with your flat shoes that I personally have done with a lot of my flat shoes is I've put little inserts in them, and you get the super padded ones, not necessarily gel ones. You'll never regret it. Okay, so this is what the shoes look like on my little tiny feet. These are my boots. These are the Louboutin ones. As you see, they just come up to like, you know, right about the calf, which I like. These I do not have an insert in. Wait. Yes, I do. I also put a little gray insert in these. This, you might be able to see the insert a little bit better. Can you see it? Can you see it at all? No? I'm sorry. And these zip up in the back. And this is what they look like. Like these are really beautiful chestnut brown. And I just love it. So I'm going to show you also a couple pair of short boots that are comfortable. Now this shoe, this was my bad. I did not store this shoe well, and so it now is like this, and I don't know why I did that. That is a rookie Adriel mistake. But these are combat boots that I bought from And Other Stories, okay? Let me tell you about these boots. The reason why I love these boots, and this is the same with basically all, you know, the Frye boots and the Louboutins, these are leather, right? They're 100% leather boots. You know, you have the leather sole, so they had to be immediately resoled. But these boots, on the other hand, their bottom is rubber. And the great thing about that is that makes them water resistant. Not waterproof, but water resistant, which means that they are perfect for walking around on, to wear on like rainy days or when you just kind of don't know what's going to happen with the weather. So, because of that, it makes it great. And then the upper part of the shoe, I believe, is in fact leather. Yes, it is leather. So the rest of the shoe is leather. So I keep it polished and I put on leather cleaner and whatnot. But these are like my workhorse boots in the winter. And they are from And Other Stories, as I already said. And again, I have an insert in them. This is the gel. I have the more gel insert in them. The reason why I don't like the gel is because, you know, like it doesn't always stick. So it moves around a lot. But these boots are really, really great. They are incredibly comfortable. They became a whole new level of comfort when I added in the little gel insert as well. So I'll try these on so you can see them. This is my travel boot. So when I go to London, this is the boot that I am wearing. 100% always. These boots, I wear them all the time. All of the time. So, yeah. This is a pair of shoes that is from a brand I love. You all know I talk about them all the time. IED. These are my IED boots. They have a little heel, so they are not flat, but they are incredibly comfortable. Incredibly comfortable. They had a leather sole, so when your shoes have a leather sole, you do have to immediately have them soled to protect the shoe. but I love this brand. I have many pairs of their shoes and all of them are comfortable. I have some tall boots of theirs in red that have a even lower heel, also comfortable. These have a decent heel, still incredibly comfortable, solidly 20,000 steps in Paris, and I'll put them on. Okay, so these are it. My Ayed shoes. These do not have anything in them. They already have a padded heel. They have padding in the shoe, so I didn't have to add anything. They are comfortable. They get me all around Paris. I wear these on repeat all fall and winter long. Okay, last but not least, let's talk a pair of sneakers. So this is my preferred pair of sneakers, okay? It's from this brand called Moea. And it's called, I think Moea is short for Mother Earth. The thing about their shoes is that they are all vegan, okay? So they're made from, so this one has grape skin on it because it's made from grape skin. Its composition is 55% grapes, 22% BOPU, and 23% recycled polyester. So yeah, I love, and these shoes, y'all, are so comfortable. So I've talked before about the importance of a dirty white sneaker in Paris, so don't you judge me when you see how dirty these sneakers are. These sneakers are literally, they are my jam. Y'all have seen me wear these sneakers a ton. I'm obsessed with these sneakers. I don't really know what else to say other than to say that I'm obsessed with these sneakers and they're very comfortable. I've had some people say that they did not like the Veja sneakers because they did not find the Veja sneakers comfortable. I would say, for me, the Veja sneakers are comfortable, but these are more. They have this really great padding on the inside and it just makes this shoe incredibly comfortable and solidly, always easily 20,000 steps, 30,000 steps, whatever. So this is my sneakers, sneakers. I wear these all the time. I love these sneakers. I wear them all winter long. So yeah, hopefully that helps for your winter 20,000, 30,000 step shoes. And let me know if you have any more questions, want any more recommendations on, shoes, because if there's one thing I have to say about living in Paris is that you walk easily 20 to 30,000 steps a day. And so as a result, I just have I have had to figure out what shoes will take me that far versus which ones won't. And of course, don't forget, to consider adding in that little extra padding because it really does make a huge difference in a shoe. It can take a shoe that's already comfortable at 10,000 steps and it can make it a 20,000 step shoe. And that actually is some of my big secrets when it comes to my winter shoes is I put an extra layer of padding in them to make them even more comfortable. And it works. It always works. So yeah. Let me know if you have any more questions on that and I'll talk to you later. Bye.